Hi, Cancer. Happy July. I hope you're doing well. Okay. All right. I This is going to be really odd because I can't tell whether you're doing this to someone or someone is doing this to you. Um, all right. This reading is for Cancer, so I'm going to assume that it's you who needs this message. Um, if you're hanging on to dear life to something that you know is not healthy, and I say healthy because there's some kind of obsession, addiction, uh, there's a huge imbalance here between being able to let something go and hanging on to dear life. And I can't tell if someone's trying to get out of this situation or whether you're trying or you're being held back by something. The card, you come in with the energy of the Three of Swords. Okay, that's your energy coming in. The situation here, what's taking place is the High Priestess, the Ace of Cups, and the Four of Cups. Okay, that's the situation coming in here. Your advice in here is the Ten of Coins and the Justice card. Okay, and the outcome is the Hermit. Okay. I think that someone is either afraid of being alone. There's a very dysfunctional relationship here. And I'm going to assume that you're not wanting to let it go. There's also, I'm getting the appearance here of that house on the street that everybody thinks is just lovely from the outside because their lawn is nicely manicured, but on the inside it's anything but, right? There's something going on here where you've got to either break a pattern, break a family pattern, not allow yourself to play victim or victimize someone else. Again, the energy in here is unsettled energy, but I can't tell if the aggressor is the person, the Cancer person, or if you're on the receiving end of this. But either way, you're really being asked here to let go of dysfunction and not be afraid. Sometimes people stay in relationships just because they're afraid of being alone. Okay, you're being asked to really let this go and to welcome in something else that's better for you, because someone is either playing the blame game with you, trying to make you feel guilty for their less than admirable whatever they're doing here, right? Someone is trying to cast a stone here that you're deserving of what's coming your way and how they're behaving. Your advice here is to really step out of this. This Three of Swords is really telling you to break this pattern here. You may get yourself in situations like this, in relationships like this, where you are allowing yourself to be steamrolled by the people in your life. So you're really being asked here to not play the victim to someone else's indiscretion here, and that's indiscretion on any level. Whenever you're overpowering someone else and making them feel, less than, or you're casting ego-driven BS onto them, if you're allowing that, you're allowing someone to treat you like that. So your advice in here is really telling you to let that go. And also your message too is don't refuse to help yourself. So again, that comes down to don't play the victim role in here. I know sometimes, again, staying in relationships for the sake of children, doing things because you think it is the admirable thing to do. It's never a good idea, and you're being strongly advised against it. You've got the High Priestess, the Justice card, and you've got the Hermit in here. All cards, all roads point back to me, honestly, to the choices that you make in your life. They all go back to that Lovers card in here, is what I'm seeing, plain and clear. This is about a family dynamic, a household. There's something in here that needs to really be broken. You're really looking to get out of whatever situation this is. Whatever hell it is really that's going on here, again, I really feel that someone is overpowering someone else. And if you're in a relationship where you have ideas, or you think that someone may be, you know, watching you, or you know, there's unhealthy behaviors in here. There's addictions in here in some regard, and sometimes that's jealousy, right? Sometimes that's inadequacies, not feeling. There's something in here, a very unhealthy situation in here, but there's, I really feel, maybe you feel like you're under a microscope, but you're really being asked to step out of whatever unhealthy situation this is. And this isn't just mildly unhealthy. This is unhealthy where, like, your state of, you know, well-being is really if there's abuse in here, and I feel that there is, and it's the only reason I'm putting it out here, mental, physical, all of it falls under this umbrella. Your advice in here really is to take this risk and get out of Dodge here, because this is not a healthy relationship by any means. You're really just being asked to remove yourself from this situation. So again, that was pretty specific. I highly doubt that that is going to be for the masses. So check your sun, moon, and rising. Okay, this was a very specific message, and it's a very it's a domestic issue kind of imbalance here. So you want to really remove yourself. With the Justice card in here, I'm going to say that if you're looking for help in this situation, you should absolutely go get it. That's kind of what you're advised to really just get out of here, to get out of, take this risk because it's going to work to your favor. If you think you've got nowhere to go or no one to back you, you're being told that you absolutely do here, that you're really being asked to step outside of this situation here. This is a generational thing. I shouldn't say generational. I should say this has been a long going thing here, where either it's been okay to do this, you know, it's a cyclical thing, like, you know, you saw your parents behave that way, now you're in relationships that are behaving that way, okay? This is a 7-month. It has to do with relationships, partnerships, and usually a good percentage of the time, it's the relationship that shows up that, oh my God, the parent that I really tried to never mirror, or try to never be in a relationship, or that I saw how my parents behaved, so I swore I was never going to get in that kind of relationship. In here, in this read, is exactly what you did. You walked straight into exactly what you didn't want to happen. So now you're being advised to really get out of there, get out of this situation, okay, strongly. You've got 3 major arcanas in here. That's a lot for this, and considering it's not listening to your intuition, right? The Justice card in here also, and the Hermit, okay? You've got help in your corner here. You're really being asked to get out of the situation, okay? It's very unhealthy. I feel the energy around it. But again, departure, breaking out of here right now is really your advice for this reading, okay? All right, Cancer. If I can help you in any way, please reach out to me. I know this was specific for someone, but it was clearly a very heavy message, so someone needed to hear it, okay? Again, if this doesn't apply to you, wonderful. Okay, check your Sun, Moon, and Rising. If it does apply to you, you're really strongly, strongly being advised to not play a victim. Don't be prey to someone else's games. Be it, you know, you saw this. This was how you saw it go. Now you're in this situation. It's very unhealthy. You're being asked in many, many of the cards to just remove yourself from the situation. You're not alone. You do have health here, and this is a really good. It's actually, uh, if you think it's a risk, it's a favorable risk. It's a risk that you want to take right now. Okay, so remove yourself from the situation. Okay, thank you so much. If you need a private reading, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy. We can elaborate on this. Okay, but you're really being asked to free yourself from this. The hell that's being created here does not need to be yours, and it shouldn't be falling on you. Okay, so there you have it. I hope that I helped you in some way. Okay, if you need a private reading, please reach out to me. Happy July.